Hey, good morning. It's Ruben Lowen here in Cypress, Texas. I'm this is really interesting. There's I picked it up when I went to junior college, right? Taking a history class, which is really funny because uh, my I had an officer, did 2 platoons with this guy, and and he was a plank owner at SEAL Team 6. Like he was one of the guys that Dick Marsico pulled like right out of Bud's training to form the mob to start SEAL Team 6. and he, uh, he got a degree in history because he said it was the easiest degree he could find, right? So he get a degree, so he get a commission, become an officer. and and would you think that'd be natural for like an intel kind of? His brain didn't work that way at all. He he uh, he wasn't thinking what he learned about history and how to apply that to you know tactics and stuff, right? Which is how my mind always went. And but when I took my class in history, this there was all this like anti-Christian um, rhetoric that was coming from the teacher who was younger than me, and I was like, well, that's not how it is, right? That's not what I was taught, right? And especially what just totally. Um, and knowing what I know now, what she was talking about was actually the faith of Baal that's infused into the Christian religion, especially the Catholic religion, right? And and so that's what she was pointing out was that. And so a lot of people have a taint toward Christianity, but it's not really Christianity that they're offended by. It's the protocols, the faith of Baal infusion into in Christianity, into the faith. Okay, and it's still going on today. And so I just got an earful from a really good friend of mine. Guess where he got his information from? College. He was to be a voter, right? He was patriotic, and then now he's not. Okay, doesn't vote, but complaining about the government. I mean, and here's the thing. Yeah, your one vote is just one vote, right? But if you're a leader and you can articulate your point of view well enough, right, you can influence other people to vote and to vote the way the way you believe, and then you got power. Okay, my goodness, that's when I hear people tell me they don't vote, they have nothing to say. And even I care about these people that are my friends. I respect them, right? But the system we have was set up by some very intelligent people, right? And specifically to keep our form of government, right? Because I've been around and I've seen what happens in other countries who don't have our form of government. Okay, it's not, only the top people make the money. There's no way to move up out of your class. Okay, here in this country, yep, you can do it, right? Doesn't matter what the color of your skin is, doesn't matter, none of that matters. Okay, here you can make a difference. Now he reeled out about that, about all the people that are suckling on the government nipple, right? Right, and instead of producing, he's got a good business. He just told me he came here to Texas. He had sold he makes these devices that can get the decals off the side of trucks. He's got a system that does it. Somebody bought one of his systems, and he had to go train him. And poor guy went to San Antonio, never got to see the site, didn't get to go to the Alamo, none of that. He flew in, did the training, flew out. That was it, right? There's a lot to see in San Antonio. The the Riverwalk and the Alamo and all that. It's interesting. But but also, there's so much disinformation put out. It's hard to distinguish what's real and what's not. Okay, and so what makes what I say real or what's not? Well, all I can tell you is when you've gone down, you've dug into, and like I can't even hardly read the Bible the way I've read it before, and not great kind of what these words mean, right? And then now I'm like, trying to ingrain in my mind what the not just the Hebrew symbols represent, but certain words, just looking at them, knowing what the Hebrew. See, that changes, that just like opens a whole new portal of understanding when you understand this stuff. And I don't, I could just let go memorize just like drilling flashcards, like I did for memorizing, my answers for my, real estate license exam, my insurance, life and health license, and Series 6 years. That's what I did. Just drilled those questions until I was familiar with them, and I saw them, I recognized them, and knew the answers, and passed the test, right? But do I know that stuff? Can I recall that right now? No, can't do that. Okay, so getting to know these symbols by looking them up and reading the meanings over and over and over and over again. That's how I'm doing it. All right, so that's enough for today. Vote. Have a good one.